Hey there, my guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Or maybe welcome if this is your first time. Cool. Welcome. Okay. It should be pretty apparent from the title of the video you just clicked on, but I have a new vlog coming at you from the mere hours I spent in California, most of which was inside an airport. But you know what? That's alright. It was worth it, and it was really fun times. This grand adventure began, as most adventures do, by heading to the airport. We were tired, but morale was boosted, and we were ready to go. We did not know the doom that was actually getting ready to take place at the airport, which I mean was fine, honestly. That was kind of a whole situation, but you're going to get to hear more about that here in just a little bit, so just hold on to your seats. We don't want you clicking off the video too early. At last, we were almost there. The airport was very close. I very much wanted some chocolate milk. You're going to get to hear about that a lot. Oh, look, there we are. We are in the airport, in the chairs where we would spend, I think it was an hour and a half, what it ended up being. Anyway, that's not important yet. But I was on the hunt for chocolate milk, and boy, did we go far to get it. We had sat in one of these little airport restaurants, but they didn't have chocolate milk, so guess what I did? I went to another one.
Here's 1 year ago today.
Wow, look at how nothing's changed.
Right.
That's really funny.
Where were we going?
We were in the Lights Out tour. Off topic a little bit, but I'm actually extremely confused as to how that picture even did take place, because it's not even my phone. That was my mom's phone that she had when that was taken. So I'm honestly mega confused about that, because I'm not even sure what I was doing, and I also wasn't aware that that picture was being taken. So that all came as a surprise to me right then and there. But this is when events took a turn for the worst, and they weren't even that bad, but it was just kind of an inconvenience, what we didn't really like very much. It all ended up being fine in the end. This story has a happy ending, so don't worry. I don't want to keep you on the edge of your seat. I don't want to scare you like that. But we had to wait for an hour and a half because it was foggy, and so planes couldn't fly, and I guess there was a whole backup on the runway airport thing in LA, so they couldn't have more planes land there. It was unfortunate, and it ended up being fine. As time passed, patience dwindled, but we ended up being all fine in the end. Our plane is very late. So an hour and a half honestly wouldn't be that big a deal, except for we already get to the airport early, because we're always what if something happens in TSA? So we gotta be early, you feel me? And so we sat there for way longer than an hour and a half, because we already had the wait that we would have had anyway from the hours that we get there in advance. But that's fine. What you saw me doing earlier, that's called Game Pigeon. If you haven't played Game Pigeon, I don't think you've experienced everything life has to offer. So it's you play games on, it's an app that you can get where you can play games with other people with text messages. In iMessage you can do games and stuff, which is really fun. We were playing Crazy 8. I'm a master. I could go to the Olympics for Crazy 8, so if that's ever an Olympic event, sign me up, I'll be there. So we're on the jet bridge now. We honestly never thought we would get here. We were very thrilled, and we were on the move. We thought we would actually be able to make it, and so we were looking very forward to this. Spirits, they were high again. We were having fun times. It was great. We were happy about it. And then we ate cheese. We made it on the plane finally after what felt like 4 hours, but was probably only 40 minutes, so it wasn't really that bad. But we're on the plane now. So then there we were. Snacks were in our future, and that was our fantastic view from the first row of the world outside. Well, we would be leaving for a matter of hours. Yeah. What's up, dudes? We are on the plane right now. Right now we are sitting on the plane, so that's pretty exciting. It's actually freezing cold. I'm genuinely sitting here shivering, which is a tad unfortunate because I don't have tiny blankets. Okay, anyway, so we're having fun times. We might actually get to go to LA now, which is pretty #swagalicious. So I'm pretty hype about that one. We're only, how late are we, Mom?
Hour and a half?
We're an hour and a half late, so my 40 minutes was actually incorrect, what I told you previously, so my sincerest apologies in that respect. But we're on the move now, we're having fun times, and yeah. It was freezing, absolutely freezing. It was very, very cold. But, oh my gosh, dude, it wasn't even like, you know how sometimes when the plane was a red-eye before, then they gave you the blankets from the actual, like, previous flight, and then you can kind of just, like, steal the blankets for your flight, and it's fine. Well, we didn't have those, so I was absolutely frigid. But then we got some cheese. Some of it was a little bit weird, but it's all right, because a few bites later, then we were in California. At that point, we had been so cold for so long that we were mostly just happy it was warm outside. And then we were on the jet bridge, and we were ready to dash through the airport to what the rest of the stuff we had planned. It was going to be tight, but we could do it timing-wise, you know? We had multiple parties scheduled up because, you know, I'm just so popular like that. Anyway, we had to collect our bags first. That's always a high-stretch situation because we pack the type of things where it's like, if you don't have it when you get to where you're going, you're kind of having a pickle. But we got them all where we were feeling great. We had all of our belongings, and we felt like we could take on the world. We were off to rent a car, which was, let me just tell you, the waiting line was a very humid experience. So that was a little bit concerning. But we got the car, and we were going. And then there we were, the Orlando Hotel. I don't know if you can see the little tiles they have in their sidewalk, but I was wearing spiked heels for the first party. So getting to the car that we were going to go there in was just a teensy-weensy bit of a hazard, but that's all right because we made it problem-free. Then there it was, room 317, which my needle arms tried and failed the first time to open the door. But that's just how I am, so yeah, I guess it's whatever. Our room was really nice. I ended up actually watching 2 Star Wars movies while we were there, waiting, just like getting dressed and stuff for the party. So what's up, dudes? We're headed back downstairs in search of munchies, and we're pretty excited because we're hungry. We got to the hotel, and now we're getting ready to start the day, but not without fuel, so that's what we're doing right now. And then there we were, the cute little kind of sidewalk cafe type restaurant that produced one of the best peanut butter and jelly sandwiches I've ever eaten in my life, and it was just all really fun. We bought our food and we sat down at a cute little table. Hey you guys, I got a peanut butter and jelly. This is making me really happy because I like the same foods as 4-year-olds do, so I really appreciate when people can accommodate my needs. So here's my peanut butter and jelly. It's on this cool little street cafe type thing. I don't really know what this is called, but I'm gonna call it a street cafe. So yeah, lunchtime. Welcome back to the badly lit elevator, bros. We had munchies, so now I'm not hungry anymore, and then we went to the hotel lobby little restaurant thing, and I hydrated as to not dihydrate, as the kids say, and yeah, we're ready to hit the town. We're gonna start getting ready and try to iron out this beast of a dress that I'm gonna wear, so that'll be a fun experience. We're back in the room now. It's a pretty room. 2 Star Wars movies later, and boom, we were back in the badly lit elevator, and it was kind of a whole situation actually getting into the car where I was. Okay, so the sidewalk, it was cracked. Not actually, it was like little rocks. Kind of is what the sidewalk was actually made out of. And so I thought I was going to break a heel in those, but then I didn't. And so then at the party, the actual, like the house where it was, they had this little back patio that was like wooden planks in like a patio, if you guys can picture that. And in between each one was like a hole, and then like it was just like a really small hole, but it was like big enough for the heel of my shoe, because I was wearing spiked heels, like the cool cat that I am, was actually getting caught inside those, and that was scary. I thought I was gonna break an ankle, snap a heel off, or both at the same time, but I didn't. The party was absolutely like the most amazing experience of my whole entire life. They had this really fun photo booth, which you are actually looking at now. I met a ton of fun friends. I got to see people I knew, and then I got to meet new people. It was really great. We were a big fan. Just the whole thing, wow, it was so much fun. It was really great. I didn't actually fall into the pool. If you know me at all, you know that I am probably the clumsiest person in the whole face of the planet, but I didn't actually fall, which honestly comes as a shock, but I'm really proud of myself. I'm getting better at doing basic things like walking, which is fantastic. The party was so cool. Like, that's all I can really say right now, because it was just like that. It was that good, you know? It was just so fun. Everything was pink, and they had it all decorated, and there were, like, dresses you could try on, and they had this whole, like, candy, like, sugar tower that was just, like, full of, like, foods that are, like, very sugary. that was fantastic. It was so great. Just the whole thing, 11 out of 10 would go back. Thanks for inviting me, guys. Then we were off to party number 2, which is actually my first song release party. So that was hugely exciting. We were checking in, and it was just a fun time. So, Neptune released a song. Congrats, my dude. That's pretty cool. It was inside West Coast Customs, which was actually really cool. And it was just an experience and a half. It was really fun. The lighting in there was honestly lacking quite a bit. So that's why that last picture was like whole blue, because that's what color my aesthetic filter turned it. And then we were back at the airport shortly thereafter. It was early. I was honestly kind of sad about being up that early, but it's all right. We returned our rental car, and it was all going well so far. It was breakfast time. What's up, dudes? It is Sunday morning, so welcome back. It's early, and that makes me honestly kind of sad because I don't really like it when it's this early, but you know what? That's whatever. What can we do about it? So we're back in the airport, and we're headed on our way home, and we're actually having really good times. Everything's going super well so far, and I'm getting ready to eat my breakfast cereal in this cute little restaurant thing where we are right now. The only thing that is a tad unfortunate about the situation is that my sock is actually scrunched up in my shoe, but other than that, we're doing really well today. Here's my breakfast of champions. As you can see, I have 1 chocolate milk for drinking purposes, 1 regular milk for cereal purposes, and then I brought this cute little Frosted Flakes with us so that I could eat it because I'm a picky eater, and as we mentioned previously, I like the same foods that 4-year-olds do, so I have to accommodate for that. And airports usually are fancy, so this is why I bring my Frosted Flakes with me. I just learned right now that they're Frosted Flakes of corn. I did not know that previously. I thought they were like kind of just like crispy bread. Oh cool, thanks Dad for the spoon. And then here I am drinking some absolutely delicious chocolate milk, which has lately become my most favorite drink and beverage of choice. And there I am staring into your soul as I love chocolate milk so much. Sorry about that. Hey y'all, we made it. We're actually on the little ramp thing. I think it's called a jet bridge, but I don't really know. So we're on there right now, if you know what we're talking about. And we're on the way on the plane. And then there we were. That is my last view of California from this very scratched window. And we were honestly happy to be home. It was a very, very fun trip. I'm super happy I got to go on it. It was quick, but it was very fun. There, the rain is going on the plane from Potato Land. We were back there. It was a fun trip. It was a tiring one, but it was definitely worth it. I loved it. It was such a cool experience. And yeah, it was great. Well, thanks a bunch for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to, you don't have to. I'm not going to peer pressure you into doing anything you don't want to. But thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate you. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Bye.